Hi, it's Susan. Welcome back to my channel. This is just a real quick show and tell about an experiment that I did when I was doing all the resting of fabric. What I do before I do the resting is I have the fabric soaking in a vinegar solution. And I had so much fabric and I was so exhausted by the time I got done wrapping up all the rusty things that I had. And I'm looking at this fabric and I'm thinking, what am I going to do? And my back was killing me, my knees were killing me, but I thought I had to do something with the fabric because, it was all ready to go. Now, I probably could have just let it sit for a couple of days, but I was in go mode. So I grabbed some leaves out of the yard and I grabbed one of my pans. I did not grab any alum, so things would have been a little bit differently, possibly with the alum. But this is just what I was considering, was just to get some first color on here. And now I can go back and rest these or eco dye them again. And I was super lazy. I put them in my pan. Some of them I tied in bundles and some of them I laid flat. And then I put my weight on top of it and I heated the water up once. And I just literally brought it to a simmer and then I turned it off and I just let it sit for like 3 days. So it was mostly a cold immersion, although, it's the middle of summer here in California. And I wanted just to show you that you can get color. Now, maybe this isn't something that excites you. This kind of excited me. But you can get some first color and then you can go back and imagine this now going through the rust printing. If you saw my earlier video that showed you some of the rust printing, and I can go back over it with that. Okay, this side's going to give you a little bit better impressions. Look at, and then I can add rust to this, and it would be really, really interesting. I think that was probably my favorite piece. This one, it didn't come out well, but I got some blotches, and I wasn't going for perfection. I was just going for a first layer of color of any kind. You can see the leaf here. So you could do this. This I didn't think would do much of anything, and it didn't, except for discolor it, because this is really polyester. That's okay. But you can put your leaves and papers and fabric together and just let them, excuse me, just let them sit. Okay, I just got these blotches, but they're interesting blotches. And now once I wrap some rusty bits around that and do it again, it's going to be awesome. Same thing here. So don't look at this and say, oh, wow, that's a failure. She wasted her time. I don't think so, because the fabric's no longer white. I've got some interesting blotches, and I can either do this again with eco dyeing and let them sit longer, or actually do this simmering or steaming with them, or I can do the rust dyeing, or I could do both. So none of this is a failure. I do like this. I've discovered my dogwoods are really, really, really good to use. And I think the kind of little bits of yellow came from rosemary. So yeah, those are dogwood leaves. So for a first layer, color me happy. Color me happy. It's a start. That's all I wanted. You can tell this was part of a dress. There are the darts. But see, I've got a leaf there. Totally got a leaf there. And I've got some real interesting textures there. So this is cool. It's a start. So that's all. I just wanted to show you that this was like a first stage and lazy man's way of getting some color onto some fabric. And I will do some more with it and show it to you again. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.